Good day everyone. I just wanted to give all the subscribers on this channel as well as the members on this channel an update, and do consider becoming a member. Look at the different perks that are available, especially the Double O Days meeting is just over 7 hours where I give an explanation of what is happening around the world and why, based on history and my perspective. And I really want to thank everyone that is watching our videos, that is sharing the content. It really helps and makes a big difference. It didn't take us long to adjust to life in the Northern Cape since we've moved. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of things that we've discovered. A lot has been done already. I would say we're about 80% done with our new kitchen that we put in, partitioning that has to be put up. I'm going to start breaking through into our lounge today from our passage because all the areas were closed off in the past. We're going to put a door in there for noise. But yeah, a lot of work putting in a new toilet. The toilet is fitted, but now it's the pipes outside. And as you dig in this place, you discover many new things. Pipes that you don't know where they're going. You discover massive underground taverns that have been dug probably decades ago, many decades ago. There's all sorts of things that we've discovered, and it's a lot of fun. And the kids can still do their athletics on our plots. And yeah, there's horses here. Our girls love horses, so these are things that make them excited. And at the moment, Lauren is away to Cape Town with the girls, so it's the boys alone over here. So I'll be doing the members live stream tonight on my own, while they are having a nice break in Cape Town, doing shopping and a few other things for long-term supplies. And I just want to bring in the situation in India, especially the Kashmir region, and then bring that back to self-reliance. We'll be doing shopping for our 2-year food storage supply. We have a huge pantry. We will be storing a lot of the stuff, the food, the dry food supplies that we'll be keeping there. But I think of the countries like India and Pakistan that are fighting each other, shelling, shooting at each other. And I think of the imperialist legacy that have been left behind in these countries and many other countries around the world. Post World War II, the United Nations was formed and lines were drawn, borders were drawn, and many of these areas are still disputed today. In the Balkan states, how people feel cannot be drawn by lines on borders, and this makes the world a very complex place. And I always say, you know, even here in South Africa, that people's minds are very different to what politicians want. I just watched a movie earlier with my sons, Deep Impact, where a meteorite was going to strike the Earth. And what humanity went through at the time, and how the United States kind of leads the charge from their perspective with regards to this movie. And just thinking how we pay tax towards governments that will dig bunkers or make arks for themselves, so that they can choose whose lives to preserve. And done with your taxpayers' money. And it brings into question the whole concept of government, what it should look like, what they should have power to do, and what not. And maybe we should rethink that today, because I think Klaus Schwab's great reset of a fourth industrial revolution, where we lose even more power, can be done in a very different way. We definitely need to change how we look at governance and governance systems. We need to look at how humanity can remain free and stay alive, because that's important. You know, here on our plot, it's large, it's 5,700 square meters. There's a lot of critters running around, and the thing is, you need to be able to tell your kids that certain things are safe and other things are not. And on our property, we control what happens, because we are at this stage the strongest. And if something stronger comes onto our property, it can give us hell. We found a scorpion the other day. There's many other things incoming here, snakes, etc. And it's no different with countries and around the world, where there can be threats that people need to be able to deal with. And the only way to do that is to have options. The only way to have options is to be self-reliant. If you are self-reliant, you have options. And there's 5 things that you need to be self-reliant. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, what country you're from, what your circumstances are. If you have these 5 things, your chances of survival goes through the roof. And it's water, food, shelter, energy, and something to keep you sane. Obviously, you need proper air to breathe. That goes without saying. But people are losing their sanity. Many people. I've seen people change their minds on many people that they revered as the saviors of the world out there, politicians and many others, when they see that these people are just big mouths. When it comes to humanity, there's absolutely no thought. So think a bit about your humanity. You're a human. We are mortal. We die. Our bodies die. Some of you might believe that we have a soul and spirits that live on, a consciousness that lives on, etc. But at the end of the day, for survival here on earth, we need to make sure that we have those 5 things to survive. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to the members meeting tonight. It'll be at 8:30. See you then.